Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Demonte bringing you a banger. Don't forget to follow on my Twitch, please. This is where we have daily content. With Infiltrator being the last 4 builds on the list here, here is my best Infiltrator builds brought to you by DamontaeKxng. Let's keep in mind I do have about 14,000 hours in the game, so let's get right into it. Now, let's get into the skills for the build here. We grab ourselves Partners in Crime for the HP increase, then we grab Rifleman Stable Shot. Next, grabbing things like Overkill so that our shotgun is big damage, while also grabbing Iron Man for the 2-shot 225 arm. Next, we do grab Surefire, that's for armor piercing buckshot. Next, we grab Sprint Skills with Optical Illusions, and then pairing that with Unseen Strike. And then lastly, we're using the Berserker, Bloodthirst, and Pumping Iron inside this build because it is Infiltrator, so you have a lot of melee damage. So for the shotgun here, we're using O Buckshot. For the barrel, we use the Short Barrel. For the boost, we are using the Donald's Horizontal Leveler. Then we do a minus accuracy. As for the custom, we do go for auto fire for that minus accuracy. Charging handle you go for the minus accuracy. Next, I go for the hollow handle for the concealment. We are using it just because I want to. Other than that, you just need a laser, some form of a grip. I grab the wooden grip for the stability. And then lastly, you can always choose the Big Brother mag for the 4+ bullets. As for the secondary here, your main thing is to go for fire rounds. So as long as you have Dragon's Breath, that's really all you're going for here. Getting into the next build, we have the Infiltrator LMG, which was also featured inside of some of my other build videos like the best 22 perk deck video and, possibly a weekly build video. Now, let's get into the skills for the build here. We use uppers for instant HP regens. We also have Hostage Taker and Partners in Crime for the HP buff, plus the consistent HP regens. Next, we're grabbing Iron Man for the 225 armor 2-shot. Next, I am grabbing the Body Expertise while pairing this together with an LMG, while also trying to stack my weapon stability and accuracy while getting to that point. Next, I do grab the Sprint Skills, Optical Illusions, and Unseen Strike once more, while being mindful of keeping my stability and accuracy pretty high. And then lastly, we do bring Equilibrium. As for the LMG here, we do use the light barrel on the buzzsaw. As for the barrel extension, I'm using the bigger the better. Bipod because why not? As for the boost, you get a couple of options. I went for the stability. Now as for your gadget, you get a couple of options. Once again, I go for LED combo. And as for the pistol here, we use the tin treated barrel for the accuracy stability. Next, I am using the champion suppressor for the accuracy increase. As for the boost, I go for the accuracy. As for the gadget, I'm using micro laser, doesn't really matter to me. As for magazine, I am using the 19 mag so that I have extra bullets in there. And then as for the sight, you can use pretty much any sight that you like. There's 3 options here. You choose the one that best suits you. I just went for the Soak Lock Reflex. It's just what I wanted. Now, getting into the last build of Infiltrator, we have the AR Assault Rifle build. Now with this one you can actually use multiple different assault rifles, things from like the AK-12, AK-17, AK rifles, the Lion's Roar, pretty much anything in those damage ranges from like 60 to like your 90 area. That's where you're really going to want to use in this build. Now let's get into the skills for the build here. For the AR setup, we do use the Quick Fix Uppers setup to where I have extra damage reduction from the first aid kits. We do grab Rifleman and Stable Shot. Next, I'm grabbing myself Iron Man, with pairing that together with Underdog Ace, so I have extra damage reduction in the build. Next, I'm grabbing things like Body Expertise Aced, while also grabbing things like Surefire and Lock and Load. Next, I'm grabbing Sprint Skills plus Optical Illusions, and then pairing that with Unseen Strike for big damage. And then lastly, we are grabbing some things like Bloodthirst and Pumping Iron to make the melee a bit more, worth doing. As for the guns in the build here, the Lion's Roar, we use the Silenced Barrel. As for the boost, we use an accuracy increase. As for the gadget, you've got a couple of options. I went for LED combo. Secondary sight you can always throw on here for concealment if that's the build. As for the current sight, I'm using the specular sight, but you can always use the Seymour or any of your opinion. Now as for the secondary weapon here, we are using the UMP, also known as the Jackal. I do go for civilian barrel. Next, pairing that with the bigger the better suppressor. I do go for the accuracy increase. As for the gadget, it's LED combo. As for the magazine, I am going for the extended mag, having 65 rounds. As for a primary, it's purely optional. I go for the specular on this one. Now as for the stocks, you do have a couple of options here. You've got the civilian stock, you've got the folded stock, and you've got like just the normal stock. You choose what you want. I went for civilian. As for the vertical grip, this is like one of the very few weapons in the game that allows you to actually get a vertical grip. So this one allows you to get a vertical grip with a laser flashlight attachment. So might as well check it out. If you guys have made it this far into the video, I do appreciate it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment what build was your favorite, and if I maybe have missed any builds that you guys might have put on here. Do keep in mind that the last few videos that I've released for these types of videos haven't really gotten anywhere past about 100, so this video is really short. So if you guys watch this one, maybe the next one might be longer, we'll see. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.